want my loved one back.
Welcome to the Different Spectrums podcast. We dive into the wild world of mental health discussions. Get ready for profound talks, a sprinkle of humor and sarcasm, and a touch of colorful language. So buckle up, have a good time, and join us as we navigate the vibrant realm of mental health on the Different Spectrums podcast.
I'm Spencer, your co-host, and that's our licensed clinical therapist, Nas. So, our guest for the show today is a child and adolescent psychiatrist who leads integrated pediatric mental health programs at the New York Foundling, driving innovation in healing trauma and protecting youth. He's a hospital-trained clinician, university professor at NYU, co-editor of the book Not Just Bad Kids, and advisor to NYC on juvenile justice reform. We are going to be talking about the brand new Disney Plus Marvel show called Ironheart, which follows Riri Williams and her adventures as being. We're also going to be talking about AI and how it's being used for loved ones, or how it could be used for loved ones, whether they're here or whether they are passed away or anything like that, and how that could affect us, just as well as any type of past memories, and even talking about the next stage of evolution. What could happen? Anywho,
Yeah, I did not even think about this until Doc started talking about this, like treatment, how you can use AI, holograms, help people with like PTSD or trauma or just grief, reconciliation. Then I can also see how it could be used in like, or overused in inappropriate ways or cause more damage. It makes me think of all those Black Mirror episodes where they like plug their consciousness into the computer and then everyone is like alive, but their consciousness is in the computer and everyone pays to go there. Which is like trippy as hell.
Did you do that remote control thing to summon me here?
I brought you here.
You had no right to use Natalie as one of your little tech toys, Ree. Thought if anybody would get me, it'd be you. Do you think I like that? Then you don't know me at all. You're freezing her in time, faking like she's still alive.
She is alive. Sort of.
Delete it.
What you're asking is... I can't.
All I see is where Natalie used to be. And then I wish that she was still here to do my hair and talk shit. And then I get angry that she's not. Show you that when you try to forget all the memories that make you sad, you wind up forgetting the ones worth remembering.
Thick and thin.
And one of the ways that I'd say has been really helpful was actually being interested in Marvel, being interested in comic books, and because that's something that has more of a universal appeal. We keep each other up to date, and it's just like I think it's like really rich storytelling, deep characters, and in many ways, like the representations that we see are like it's like real people, real life events, but it happens to be in this sort of like fantasy world with superpowers and like these extraordinary things happening. But a lot of the core elements, there'll be like you know real issues that people deal with, human interaction, grief, trauma, things like that. And those are the things that make them more relatable. But as far as like the way many people are using it, like basically like a therapist, like a friend, um, I don't think that it at this point anyway was really designed for that, especially like a therapist, or even a friend for that matter. And the isolation related to the shutdowns that forced us to do so many things on the computer, like basically everything virtual. And it just sort of to me looks like almost like a natural progression that many people would turn to this AI after an experience like that. But while it offers like while the AI itself offers a lot of potential, I think it's like something that in general people should use cautiously, should just uh, be very judicious and mindful of, especially too like as I'm talking, I'm thinking about one of the articles that came out not too long ago talking about how there was, I believe it was a court order for the company, and so many people are using it too because it's like, uh, I find out like some people young people that I work with, but then also other people that I know, and they all just casually mention like, oh, by the way, I was talking to ChatGPT and they said this, and I'm like, okay, that's one way to do it, but you could also talk to.
Because Spence, I told you the robots are supposed to like love you and support you and all this shit. So what happens when the kid's like, "Yeah, I want to die," and the robot's like, "You know what? Let's look up 10 ways to die." Like that's terrifying.
And the problem is that I don't want it to ever like know, because then at that point it is a conscience. But I feel like as time goes on and things start happening, I think they are going to be sued, and they're also going to have to give up certain things.
But as far as like in the current state in the modern era when I'm working with people directly, I tend to try to focus on building rapport, and like from the very beginning throughout the whole treatment process, and really just kind of that sets the stage for people getting to a point of comfort in sharing information, getting to that point. Music definitely helps, I think, because like I mentioned before, like listening to the music of other people, so then I'll sit there, especially if it's something that I'm hearing for the first time. I'm really trying to listen to the lyrics, and then somebody will say something, and I'll be like, when the song is done, try to ask like, what is it about this song that, and I find that if like when the more pressing or major concerns are addressed, like if it's something that I could address with medication, and it actually works out, I think that helps to build rapport, and that'll really help to sort of help the process of dealing with the trauma, dealing with the grief. And it if like I think the best outcomes for young people especially is when it's in combination, like if we're working together, collaborating on it. But I do also like I'm very much interested in supporting the whole entire process, and in offering an extra layer of support aside from just the medication, just giving space to maybe talk about things in a different way, or talk about um, other things that may be impacted by that sort of that may be not directly in the scope of like the targeted treatments. I think really if they're able to get to a place where they're able to get in treatment, and then hopefully the person connects to someone else that they feel like this is a good match, because it's really starts with that like at the core, and then once we're able to get past that, over time continuing to work on it, get trying to support get into a better place, um eventually, I think like for most people we'll be able to hopefully unlock those
Good ones.
um and yeah, I was really interested in understanding the perspective where young people who happen to be in juvenile detention, like what happened in their lives, how did they get there, why.
Akeem Marsh for being on.
Everyone, peace, much love, and remember, take care of yourselves.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. Check out the full episode on our channel and anywhere you find podcasts. Also, remember to like and subscribe. Whoop whoop!